head over here. Me now. Just let me know in the chat. I'll pause right just here. Let me know in the chat. Do I need to turn it up a little bit more? Hopefully. Is it too low? Too loud? Too... Where are we? I got 1 5x5, John Matrix, how says you? Yep, I can hear you now. Wow, I went on a crazy rant for nothing. Alright, hello everyone, my name is Greg, listen pilot. I'm a Robot A320 captain, well, you know all of that stuff. Welcome to another evening stream. Captain Jack's Flight Sim, how are you doing, buddy? Hey, Mr. Eagle, we'll try to stop in later, but it's the Ravens versus Chiefs tonight. Got football on. Thank you so much for stopping in my stream last night. No problem, Captain Jack Flight Sim. Hey, everybody in chat. Camjack Flight Sim, if you get a chance, go by his channel, leave a like, subscribe. I got to catch a little bit of a stream last night and went back and saw the bits that I didn't get to see last night. And let me tell you, he definitely has something special and something different going on over there. And I like it's really cool. He kind of has this Discord group flight where everyone kind of like logs onto Discord and you just kind of like fly around but also get to chat with some buddies, and so it's really cool what he's got going on over there. So if you can, head on over to his channel, give him a like, give him a sub, and show him a little bit of love. Yeah, I'm sure he'd really would appreciate that. That Canadian App Geek, hi again. Thank you for stopping on in, Canadian App Geek. How are you doing tonight, Draco? And John Matrix, thank you for letting me know about my microphone there. I would have just kept going. So, if you, well, you definitely don't know. Had a little bit of time today. Was messing around with OBS, trying to figure some stuff out, tweaking some audio things here and there. So that's probably why my audio was not working, because I forgot to reselect to have it output to you guys. So with that being said, I also spent a little bit of time today modifying my Fly Live overlay. A very slight change to the overlay today. If you take the time and look, let me know if you can see what the change was. Alrighty, but we will continue blasting on, getting this airplane ready. Sorry about the pause there. Sorry about the audio. We got it up and going. Let's continue tracking on. Where were we? I was down here by the no portable devices. Okay, so I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by people telling me I don't have audio, that this airplane has the no portable electronic devices switch, which the Phoenix, it's not selectable. Like, it's always no smoking. You don't get the option for no portable electronic devices. So at our company, we just leave that off because that switch no longer applies to us at all. Alrighty, and I was also saying, you see how up here you don't have the observers RMP, you just have the ACP, no RMP, which is why you gotta go down here and select, nope, not load. You want VHF3, you see you're in data, that looks good there. Excellent. Let's see, flight control, everything's extinguished here. Cargo ventilation, that looks good. Cargo smoke, we got both bottles are girded. Ventilation, everything's extinguished on the engine manual start. Those are girded and extinguished there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clear shield from left to right. All the lights should be extinguished there. Flight director's on. QNH, the current on T-meter in Las Vegas. We'll use the real world one. Is 3000, so we will go 3000. 000. I guess I have everything synced. I didn't think I had that turned on. Alright. There we go. Excellent. We want to be on arc, 10 nautical miles constraints. Everything's shown in the windows here. We got speed, heading vertical speed. That looks good, and all of these lights extinguished. Same thing on the first officer's ethos. We want to be in 10 miles arc. Constraints on. Got the current altimeter, flight directors on. All the lights extinguished over there. Alrighty. Main instrument panel. We got the PFD on the left, ND on the right. Our standby attitude indicator is aligned. Upper cam is on the upper display, lower cam on lower display. Brake fans off, landing gears down through green. Let's see, auto brakes are off. We want the nozzle steering to be on. Date and oh, okay, that's actually how it should be. Okay, so if we go here to check the date and time, that's what it should be right there. So as soon as you let go of it, it goes right back to the time. So the Phoenix has a press and hold, or has a click. This is press and hold, which is how it is in the real airplane. It's a press and hold. So glad that that is modeled correctly in here. On the FO set, you want the ND on the left, PFD on the right, and we can adjust the brightness however we see fit. Not gonna really mess with that. Coming down to our McDo, date looks good. Well, the boarding is completed, apparently. We'll go ahead and get an initialization going. Let's see. The RMP on the number 1 side works. ACP works. Integral lighting is how we need it. The weather radar doesn't work, although the switch is nice to click. Coming to the center pedestal here. Switching is all in the normal position. Let's go ahead and recall any ACAMs. Nope. That's not going to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer.
Okay. I forgot, V1 is the person who does the announcements on this one. Alrighty, so the trim should be at 0. Thrust levers are at idle, engine masters off, engine mode is norm. Speed brakes are stowed, flaps are up. We have digits in the window there, and the gravity gear extension is stowed. Same thing for the first officer side. McDo works. His RMP is set. ACP also looks like it is set. It's kind of hard to see that there, but I think that's on. Lights here, we'll just leave those off, and then we got a squawk of 6750. Go ahead and leave that in there. We got all standby auto. That all looks good there. Yes, Nightbot. Okay, thank you, Draco. That Canadian App Geek, how's your day been? Great Eagle. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's been a good day, like I said. Spent a little bit of time tweaking some stuff in OBS, and also my Fly Live overlay. So, if you can find what I did to the Fly Live overlay, kudos to you. I don't have anything to give away. Just let me know in the chat when you find out what it is that I did to my Fly Live overlay there. Motion Man, yo, are you a real A320 pilot? Yes, I am, Motion Man. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening, sir? Hopefully you are enjoying yourself this evening. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to programming our McDo here. We got Las Vegas to Boise, Salt Lake is the alternate there. Go ahead and clear out some of those messages. We are Spirit Wings 3318. Custom that. Oh, this fills out everything nearly completely. Alright. So let's see. What is our ISA? So didn't get the ISA deviation, which is fine. We can go ahead and modify that ourselves. So you know it imported the ISA deviation when the number is big. Small number, it didn't import. Big number means it imported. So ISA deviation is 9 degrees or warmer. So that's going to be 42. And I think on this one you got to add the minus. Yeah, you need to add the minus 42. Alright, cool story. Alrighty, so, and the ground temperature right now is 41 degrees outside. So this would be one of those cases where as you're walking to the gate, you look outside and you would see the flaps still down because it's so hot outside. Alrighty. So let's go to the next page here. Zero fuel weight. We're estimating zero fuel weight of 128.7, so we'll go 128.7. And a zero fuel weight CG, let's just call it 30.0. I have no clue. Block fuel is going to be 20.0. So 20.0, we'll go ahead and do that. We can clear out our route reserve. We don't need that in our alternate time. We're looking at an alternate time of Salt Lake City, 3.9. So let's go ahead and add 3.9 in there. 3.9. Excellent. So flight plan. I gotta be very careful, I think, with these airplanes, as if you keep making modifications to the flight plan, it kind of messes up a lot of things in here. So we'll depart off of one right, that's what they're using, and we will be on the Rat Pack 3 is what they're calling it, the Rat Pack 3. France, something like that, whatever. Alright, it's going to be that transition. Well, I'll go ahead and insert that. Let's see there. Alrighty, we got all the way to Brof there. So Boise, arrival, weather currently there. Do they have an ATIS there? Oh, they do. Oh, and they got a VATSIM ATIS. Is there someone online? Oh, there is a controller online. Sweet deal. So they're using 10 left, 10 right, visual approaches and use landing and departing runway 10 left and 10 right. Alrighty, let's, 10 right looks like it has the full ILS there. It do have a full ILS. Let's go ahead and do that then. So we'll do the ILS, Yankee, runway 10 right. Go ahead and pop you in there, and the arrival will be the Spud 4 Brof transition. So Spud, those good Idaho potatoes there. Approach vias, I won't add a via in there, how about that? No via. And then we'll do the Brof. That looks good. We can insert that. Excellent. Winds, I don't, oh, look, we can request winds. Excellent. That is super fast. This is the fastest wind uplink I've ever seen. Alrighty. Performance. That'd be cool if you could uplink performance. That's how we would do it in the real airplane. You click here, and then click here, and then tab over to the runway you want, and then insert it. So, let's see. One right. I think I said I wanted to pull the performance from SimBrief, because the numbers were a little bit better there. 139. Plus I want to see how it compares, SimBrief compares to the actual airplane. What SimBrief thinks the airplane's going to do. Alrighty, 139, 139, 140. That all looks good. What's the elevation for this airport? 2100. Okay, yeah, that's good. It's going to be flaps 1. And ooh, did we get a fuel, not the load? Oh, there's a zero fuel weight CG, 33.13%. Cool. I wish I could see like my actual load, what that looked like, but you know, that is what it is. I don't have any charts pinned. I'm using the charts app, so 33%, let's call that. I'm not even gonna try it, test it. Let's get to the calculator. And, oh, it won't do it. Will it? Go data, calculate. Yeah, no, it's not gonna do it. Alright, so we'll call it, where's 33%? Down 0.5. Yeah, let's call it down 0.5. Down. I hit H. That's not N. 0.5. There we go. With a flex temperature of 53. So that looks good there. Next phase, next phase, next phase. 290. Oh, that's perfect. Secondary flight plan. That doesn't work. Okay, cool. That's cool. What is that though? Secondary flight plan swap active. Interesting. I wonder if that's for this. I don't know. Alrighty. So go ahead and reset my view there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and review our route, get a briefing in real quick, and then we can head on out of here. Nice, bro. I'm chilling. Great motion, man. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully this is a nice chill stream for you. That Canadian Nav Geek. Wait, you're a real pilot? What airline do you fly for? Will not answer that question, sir. Will not answer those questions. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and review our route. Let's see. Can I get everything in one? Yep, there we go. So, we'll depart off the Rat Pack, I guess that's how you would call that, departure here. Off of runway 1, it'll be a heading of 014. We'll intercept the 072 course to KBAD, something like that, or above 6,000 feet. We'll head on out to Jennifer, Rat Pack, Darden, Rennick, I don't know. And then from there, we will take the Q73. Actually, we'll go direct to Winnan, then the Q73 to Crito, direct to Brof. Brof is the transition on the Spud 4. We have 535 miles. Our flight plan here says it is 548. Good enough for me. We will push back. We'll start both engines up. We'll taxi more than likely to runway 1 right. I'll probably come out Golf 1 Whiskey and Delta. We'll cross 26 right there, and we'll go all the way down to the end, which is Delta 3. Plan of flaps 1, flex, data reject considerations. If we do lose an engine, we'll more than likely just go out to, we'll probably head out to KBAD and then out around Lake Mead, come back around, and we'll kind of hold out here somewhere. So that'll be that. Otherwise, we'll continue out on our said first restriction there is at KBAD. We have CTAF in, we got Unicom on the standby, and we're squawking 6750. There we go. So, there's our briefing. Let's go ahead and finish getting everything set up. We have like 2 more flows to do. We want to make sure the IRs are aligned. They are. Ground control is on, so we can catch our checklist. We can go ahead and turn on terrain on ND. Does it work on this airplane? It works on this airplane. Alright, there we go. There's one thing going. Our parking brake is on and checked. ACP is set, RMP is set. We want to go data position monitor, come back over here. We got, oops, I pulled you off. Alright, we have 3604.9 at 3604.8, good enough. And then we got 115.09.1, got 115.09.1, excellent. So that looks good. Our navigation display, the orientation looks correct. PFD, we got V1, V2, Climate Nav, Blue, Flight Directors 1 and 2, and we can go ahead and check our oxygen, which doesn't work in this airplane. That's completely fine. Alrighty, all boarded up, ready to go. Get the fuel valve pumps going. External power is off, APU is on, seatbelt sign is on, beacon light, we can go ahead and turn that on. Excellent. That audio is extremely loud. Alrighty. So fuel pumps are going. Everything looks balanced there. Hydraulics look good. Pressurization, auto, and landing elevation. And we are in a NEO, so what you gotta do is, can I even go that far backwards? You gotta come up here and turn the FADEX on, and then check. That looks good. And then you gotta come back up and turn them off. Bloop. And in reality, they stay powered for, well, no, they don't. So, yeah, that's how you do that. That's, the only way to really check the oil and, in a NEO. So, all of that is done. Let's go ahead and run the before start checklist while the flight attendants are doing their last little thing back there. Recorder ground control is on. Flight forms and AML on board reviewed. Aircraft 901. Fuel quantity, let's see, our paperwork says we need 20.0. We have 20.0. Flight, nope, takeoff performance, we have 139, 140 with a flex of 53. Oxygen, check. Seatbelt sign on. ECAM is checked. Is this a dual switch? No, it's just on off. ECAM checked. Park brake is on and checked. MCDU set altimeters, we got 3000. Departure briefing is reviewed. Before start checklist is complete. Excellent. Let's see. They're doing their little briefing back there. We can go ahead and get rid of this. Manual pushback. Who is calling me? Jetway, you can go. Thank you. Or can I not do it that way? Ground services. Services. Yeah. Doors closed. So we at least got that going for us. Alright, let's see. Who just contacted us? We got ACARS. Okay, so Las Vegas Tower is on. 19.9. 6750, remarks clear VOT pack, there we go, transition climb via SID. I forgot to put the top altitude in there, which is flight level 190. Departure frequency of lies, advise spot number and ATIS for taxi. So we will pull an ATIS real quick, Yankee, Sweetdale, and we'll put 19 as our top altitude right now. There we go. Excellent. We are all set and ready to go. Why is the jet bridge still attached? I have no clue. Jetway, disappear. There we go. It's moving now. Sweet deal. Alrighty, so doors are armed. There's no way to close the door. There's just that, and then it makes a sound, even though the door never opens. Kind of odd how they decided that they wanted to program it like that, but it is what it is. Alrighty, so all the doors are armed. The beacon is on. We are ready for pushback, so let's go ahead and go back to this menu. We can release the parking brake and begin going backwards. Which way do I want to turn us? I guess that's the biggest question. I guess I'll just back us right onto that line. How about that? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh my. Or we can just do that. That's why I don't use this mod anymore. Alrighty. We will call that what it is. No one saw anything. We'll hold it there. Zoop. Alright. At any rate, back inside. Actually, now let's disconnect the tug. Stop the pushback. Should have used this here. Services. Pushback. I should have used that. That's okay. Because I don't think waiting for a tug pin. Okay. Cool. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and start the number one. Wow, it sounds loud back here. It's insanely loud back here. Alrighty. I don't know if you guys can hear how loud, like, the ambiance is back here. It is what it is. Alright. Alright, the fly-by-wire definitely has a louder sound set than most of the other airplanes do. We have two good engine starts. We can go flaps 1 after start checklist. How's the external power still on? Alrighty. Oh, I just can't click you once? Alright. That's cool. Status. Sweeto. There we go. Let's see. After start checklist, engine anti-ice we don't need. Status is checked. Rudder trim is 0. After start checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and see where we're gonna be going. Alrighty. Can I disconnect the pedals, by the way? Nope. Alrighty. So in that case, I like to do a flight control check while we're standing still. Let's see. You're really? You're not gonna? Are you on a page? You're on the wheel page. Why are you on the wheel page? That's weird. Alrighty, go back to it. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, full left, full right. Neutral, we'll go ahead and arm the auto brakes, turn you to whatever I said, like 0.5 down. Yeah, that seems logical. Why are you only going one direction? This makes no sense. Oh, okay. You actually have to grab it. Okay, well, that is more realistic, I guess. Alrighty. We will go ahead and turn the predictive wind shear on, and seatbelts are on. Seatbelts on. Okay, well, this should say signs, not seatbelts. Let's see. We will go ahead and test. Alright. Cool. Alright. Max Racing, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing this evening, Max Racing? Thanks again for joining the chat, joining the stream. Hope you're having a good evening. My one gripe with the fly-by-wire is the synced MCDU screens. Yeah, that really is one of my gripes with the fly-by-wire is the sync screens. Hopefully, when the A380 comes out, that problem will be solved. Motion Man says, do you fly the NEO in real life? I do. I fly almost every version of the A320 family. Alrighty. Heavy emphasis on that almost. There's lots of versions out there that I still haven't flown, but you never know. You never know. The one that would be awesome to fly would be the A318, but that's a super specialty version right there. Alrighty, where am I? I'm going out on spot 17. Alrighty. There we go. Hello, Vegas Tower. Spirit Wings 3318. We're holding short of spot 17 with information. I forgot what number it was already.
Spirit Wings 3318, Vegas Tower. No problem.
Yankee.
Information Yankee is currently current. Runway 1 right, taxi via Golf Bravo Delta. Hold short of run 1 right, cleared across runway 26 right.
Golf Bravo Delta. Okay, we're going to turn left and go. Okay, so we'll taxi runway 1 right via Golf Bravo and Delta. And we're cleared across. Did you say hold short or cleared across?
You're cleared across runway 26 right.
Okay, we'll cross 26 right. We'll hold short of 1 right for Spirit Wings 3318. Sweet deal. Alrighty then. So I think this is my very first time. Well, this is my first time in a really long time flying the fly-by-wire 320. So we shall see how it is. Why wouldn't he take us up? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. His airport, not mine. We'll just taxi how he tells us to taxi. Can you imagine an Airbus 319? I think so. So don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure. Google it. I'm pretty sure you can find the test airplane. I don't know what serial number it is, but I'm pretty sure you can find the test airplane. It's a 319 NEO that's like lurking out there somewhere in Toulouse. Just chilling at the factory, I guess, because they were going to make one. And then Bombardier had issues with their C series, and the main aspect being that they were trying to cut airlines in the U.S. a deal, and Boeing was like, "Nah, that's not legal," and the Supreme Court agreed, so they were gonna slap a 300% tax on every airplane that Bombardier was going to sell to a U.S. carrier. And Bombardier was like, well, that's going to cripple us. We'll never be able to sell an airplane. And Airbus stepped in and said, guess what, guys? We have a plant in Mobile. If you just build it in Mobile, well, you can build it in our factory. Hold on. I want to make sure I make the correct turn. Bravo is right here. Okay, I need to make this right. If we build it in Mobile, you could say it's built in the USA. You can avoid the taxes. So, is it Mobile? It's somewhere. It's somewhere over there. And so that's what they did. Essentially, Bombardier had to sell out to Airbus, and now Airbus has what is essentially a different version of the A319. That's really what it is.
Afternoon, Spirit Wings 1495.
And so now they have this version of the A319. They have no need to actually build an A319 NEO. That's why you really don't see any talks of that going on. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do a before takeoff checklist. Flaps are 1 planned and 1 indicated takeoff. Data and speeds are checked. Or weight is at 148.5. What did I have us planned at? That is planned at 150.3. We're good there. Stab trim is at 32.7%. Flight controls checked. ECAM memo or takeoff. We're just waiting on the cabin right now. So we'll go down. We'll take a left on. I think in this airplane you gotta hit like the call button. Okay. Oop. Why did I stop? I didn't mean to do that. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, you gotta hit that button in order to do that. Because the PA doesn't work for reasons. Even though you can hear them making PAs, it just doesn't work. Alrighty, we'll turn you on to TARA, Tara.
Please prepare for takeoff.
But see, that's okay. It just automatically makes that please prepare for takeoff announcement. See, that's I was trying to do that here. It doesn't work. You just got to do it like that. Got to turn that to TARA. So takeoff signs blue. We are to the line. So before they updated our software, since we don't have a cabin thing in our airplane, so that's one way we do it is prepare for takeoff. And then also the seatbelt sign. It doesn't say seatbelt sign. It just says signs. And since we leave the portable electronic devices off, you have signs blue. Well, you don't want to take off with anything blue. So Airbus eventually came out with a software update where it does not do that anymore. Something along my brake axis keeps stopping the airplane. Don't know what that is all about. Alrighty, so we will turn left here. Excellent. Let's see. Maxer says, in my opinion, a Airbus 319 would have been awesome. Yo, and Motion Man says the same thing. You know, A319, it's dope. The A319 is literally the Swiss Army knife of the Airbus fleet. It can go everywhere and do everything. It is amazing. Such a joy to fly. Online wise, there's no information out on the A220 online wise. I don't know why. You mean the A220, or you talk? Oh, you mean like how the A220 became the A220, or are you talking about like the A319 NEO? Because the A319 NEO, I think, is kind of a dead project. Oh, so I got someone right behind me? Oh, I do. Okay, hello.
3318, wind 060 at 6, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, 1 right, cleared for takeoff, Spirit Wings 3318. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let the flight attendants know we are taking the runway for departure. That is so annoying. Alrighty, there we go. We are cleared to go. I'll turn the sim volume back up just a little bit there for you, so we can get a nice, beautiful takeoff out of here. I might adjust the day before we, the daylight before we get to Boise, so we can get like a evening arrival going on there. Alrighty. I didn't do below the line. Runway and FMS. Runway. Let's go. Performance. Runway 01 right. On the box, on the screen, out the window checked. Men take off fuel. We need... where am I? 18.5. We got 19.7. Flight attendants notified. Engine mode norm. TCAS TARA. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Let's go. Flex. Thrust set.
Clear wind 1495, runway 1 right, line up and wait. 1 right, line up and wait.
80. Checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Clear wind 3318, departure offline, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Spirit Wings 3318. Thanks for the ETC. You have a great night.
You as well.
There we go. Go ahead and swap them over. Autopilot is on. Oh, look at there. Look at there. Look at the strip, chat. It looks like we reached thrust reduction altitude. Let's do it from back here, all right? Oh, there's a sphere down there. So cool. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, flaps up after takeoff checklist. Let me go ahead and finish up my after takeoff items. There we go. Landing gear is up, flaps are up, and the pressurization has been checked. After takeoff checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and put our cruising altitude 360 in there. We'll go ahead and just climb on up there. We'll open climb it. I'll bring the volume back down. There we go. To a more reasonable level. Before I switch outside, here we go. Look at there. The strip at our 6 o'clock as we blast on out of Las Vegas on a beautiful, clear, 100-degree day. IRL, when do you put on? The autopilot says Motion Man. Usually, and I just love how this airplane flies, so, let's just come back up here and do it, alright? Autopilot's off. I usually hand fly the airplane up to about 14 or 15,000 feet. But, in the simulator, you'll see me put it on a lot sooner, simply because I absolutely, love just switching to that wing view and getting that beautiful view, just like we did on the way out. That beautiful view of the strip, absolutely beautiful. And this airplane flies just so well. Like, the one thing I think fly-by-wire did is get the flight characteristic, and not as much as like actual flying characteristic, but like just getting that stick to control input, the feel so natural. Even with, I got this cheap TCA yoke, or not even yoke, I got this cheap TCA side stick, and the fly-by-wire just makes it feel like I got, you know, this $1,000 side stick in my hand. It feels so much like the real airplane. We're through 10,000 feet MSL. We can go ahead and turn these off. We gotta wait until 12,000 feet before we can notify the flight attendants that we are out of sterile. Ain't nothing like hot, high, and heavy ops. Tell you what, Max Reason, I'm really thinking for my 100 sub stream, what I might do. Alright. Shh. Shh. It's just our secret. Alright. What I might do is do a hot, high, heavy A321 departure with an engine failure. Chat. I'm thinking about doing that just to test out the new engine modeling that they did on the Phoenix, because I know in their notes they said that they changed some drag characteristics for a single engine, which is one of the biggest reasons people like myself. I even watched A330 driver do an engine failure, and it was not pretty. The drag model on the airplane with one engine was just way off. There was no way, it just would not climb on one engine. So I want to test it out. I want to see how well they did. Alrighty, that's about the extent of my hand flying chat. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot back on. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I forgot to do the 12,000 foot ding. There they go. Ooh, look at Lake Mead down there. Look at that lake down there. Absolutely gorgeous. Motion Man says, sheesh. Max Racing, a very knowledgeable pilot once said, turn on your autopilot as much as possible in sim check rides. That is very much true. Yeah, you use the autopilot heavily in your check rides, because the company already knows. They know you know how to fly an airplane. They want to see you get all the procedures correct. Really, that's really what your recurrent training is. Every year we go into the simulator. They don't really care if you can hand fly, you know, a single engine ILS upside down and backwards, you know, with your hair on fire. They really don't care about that. They want to care, can you do the procedure that's in the manual the way that the company's trained you to do the procedure in the manual. So yeah, it's all autopilot. Now the FAA wants to see a little bit of hand flying action in the simulator, and the way they do that is they make you intercept an ILS single engine and make you hand fly a single engine ILS. That's literally the most hand flying you'll probably do in the entire simulator. And that's just to check a box for the FAA. And now the instructors are actually encouraging more autopilot use. Some people go in thinking that, like, you know, they gotta prove something to the instructor. You're not proving anything to the instructor by keeping the autopilot on, other than how to make your workload heavier. So that's pretty much how we treat training. I mean, and training is very, very thorough in regards to, are we through transition altitude? Let me go back up front real quick, turn this over to transition altitude. Let's go ahead and mesh you in. Standard. Go ahead and turn you off. It's smooth outside. Let's go ahead and turn you off. I am liking that. Let's see. Let's go over to the flight plan page. 13.6 estimated landing fuel. Really? Look at that, chat. So this is why you gotta love the NEO, okay? Estimated 13.6 in the tanks when we land. We're at 18 right now. That's just under 5,000 pounds of burn. That's stupid efficient. That is insanely efficient. That's why the NEO is just so popular. Now, of course, I'm going to burn through that because guess what I'm going to do? Oop, spin you up to 340. Let's go. Back 345. Let's see. Let's go. If you can, yeah. So yeah, you definitely if you can use the autopilot if it's available to you, then you're going to use it. Now, there's going to be some situations where the autopilot is not going to be available to you. Max Racing, like when you take the airplane all the way down into like emergency electrical configuration, then you're having a bad day that day. And it's required to be hand flown. So, yeah, if you got the autopilot, you'll have the autopilot on. And if they fail it for some reason, then you're hand flying it. The only other time you'll hand fly, oh, I just remembered, just like in my Train Like a Real Pilot series, they want to see you get into an upset so that you can learn how to recover from it. So stall recovery and upset recovery are really huge after there's been a few accidents that happen because of that. So they really, the FAA is really pushing technique and how to recover from an upset or a stall. So they definitely want to see you hand flying the airplane, and that's how they quote unquote trick you into your upset, because you're hand flying along and then you had to bend over or get a pin or something like that, and then you look up and the airplane's 35 degrees nose high and 45 degrees of bank. What are you gonna do? So really, those are straightforward. The recovery is straight from your primary training. Apparently, the old school train up alt used to be, if you're in a nose high, especially, to kick the rudder over to get the nose to slice down through the horizon. They don't want you doing that anymore. I mean, if you really have to, yes, but they don't really want you kicking the nose over to get the nose back down to a normal attitude. Just do it just like you did in your Cessna 172 days. Everything will be fine. Especially in a nose high configuration. That's the easiest, because you can just push the nose over and not worry about stalling the airplane. You can't stall the airplane at 0 G's. So nose high. Nose high is easy because you can just push the nose over and you won't have to worry about stalling the airplane. Versus a nose low, you got to worry about pulling excessive G's trying to get back out of the nose low configuration. It is what it is. It is not that bad overall. Let's see. That's lit. Yes, thank you, Motion Man. And can you land the A321 in Kiowa? I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, Motion Man, because I don't even know if how I want the stream to go. I just know I kind of want to do an A321 engine failure stream, hot, high, heavy. How's the performance going to be like? How does it climb out? How are we going to do the procedure and get back around to land? But we'll see. Can you land a A321 in Key West? I don't know if it's going to get... Like, a 320 would be pushing it into Key West. 321... Ooh. We'll see. We'll see. We might have some fun with it. Captain Jack Flight Sim, hello, welcome back, sir. You made it all the way back. How are you doing this evening? I am not paying attention to the game. Hopefully you can give me a score update real quick as to what's going on. Let's go ahead and convert you over to Mach 0.80. There you go. Hey, Mr. Eagle, watching the Ravens and Chiefs. It is a battle. Oh, is it now? Ooh, I am so sad I am missing that game right now. See you later. We'll check in when the game is over. Thanks for stopping by my stream last night. Captain Jack Flight Sim, thank you so very much for that shout out last night. Everyone in the chat, if you can, go on over to Captain Jack Flight Sim channel. Give him a little bit of love. Like, subscribe. He has something real special going on over there. I mentioned it earlier on in the stream. Really cool concept where he has kind of like a Discord chat with a few other simmers just hopping in the sim, flying places and shooting the breeze. It definitely is a cool vibe over there. So go ahead, show Stan a little bit of love. I'd really appreciate that. Motion Man, cool, but the Neo doesn't attract Who said it's gonna be a Neo? The 320. We got 320s with IEs on CFMs, right? And I think we have almost every variant of the Airbus family. We got the 319, 320, 319 IA CFM. We don't have the Sharklet yet. We're waiting on that. We got the 320 IA CFM, and this airplane. We have the Neo, but we have two different Neo options. So this airplane, aircraft status, is the Leap 1As. The I&I builds is the Pratt & Whitney's Pure Powers. So we do have two different variations of the Neos. That's awesome. The 321s, we have the CFM IEs. The only thing we're missing now are the 321 Neos. And then lastly, the XLRs. The XLRs are going to be fantastic when they come in. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't think Tolis is going to do the XLR. I do not think that Tolis is going to do the XLR, and here's why I say why. I don't think they haven't really expressed any interest in doing the XLR because one, that's another engine model, different specific fuel consumptions. It throws off the weight and balance because of how it's mounted. But it really is just the engine model that once they finish the A321 series, which I think the next thing they're working on is the Sharklets for all the Airbuses, and then the A321, I think they're working on the ACTs, adding those in. So there's up to 2 ACTs that are usually mounted right just, oh, this is a 320, so it's not going to make any sense if I show it to you here, but the ACTs are usually mounted right just behind the fuel box here, and it takes up a little bit of cargo space. So if you can imagine this door being further back, you'd have some ACTs here. It would eat into this cargo space here, but you get an extra 10,000 pounds total, which extends the range of the A321, because if you didn't know, the A321 is it can't make it coast to coast without having those extra tanks, especially in the winter time. And you know, you get some of these carriers that don't have the ACT mods, or you know, don't have full ACTs, and a very bad headwind. You're going to struggle to make it out coast to coast. I do remember when you're hearing one Airbus, they kept asking for the winds, asking for the winds, asking for the winds. And the only thing I can think of was, you know, they didn't have the gas. They didn't have the gas to make it coast to coast because the winds were so strong. It is 65 degrees back there. I guess I can make it a more reasonable temperature. We left Vegas. I'll put them right about there. How about that? There we go. And at the same time, I guess I can go ahead and let's go. Yeah, let's get that. Can turn on some in-flight entertainment there. There we go. Let me know how that in-flight entertainment volume is for you guys. A little bit of jazz just to chill out for a little bit. Let's see what's going on over in football world. Seven to 10. All right. Kansas City has the ball. What? This is the second quarter. I think they had the rain delay the game today. Like a crazy storm was in the Kansas City area, so had a slight rain delay going on there. Let's see. Anyone online? We do have Boise Tower online, or approach control, or tower. Ooh, hello, hi. Just crisscrossing all over the place. Let's see. Yeah, Boise approach. Okay. Big Sky. That's that. I forget. That's what they call him up there. Big Sky. That's kind of cool. So if anyone lurking in the chat has been around on the channel for a while, I did a little work on the Fly Alive overlay. Let me know in the chat if you found out what it is. Bro almost hit us. Yeah, facts, right? Yeah. And here I am just looking out the window like la-di-da-di-da. Don't even know if we got a TCAS event for it, but it is what it is. We're climbing flight level 350 for flight level 360. Should be leveling off here momentarily. So there's certain things the Phoenix really did do the terrain on ND really good, like out here. And, you know, that's where most people fail with the terrain on ND. They try to, like, paint terrain for a one-for-one scale. And that's just not how the Airbus paints it. It's literally just squares. You can kind of see, like, square, 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 square. But, like, right now, because there's nothing below us, like, it's all way below us, you just see black. You wouldn't see anything. Let's see. Airports. Is it going to show every airport? Yep, it is. We'll go ahead and turn you off because I'm not doing that. Go ahead and turn you down. I'll leave you up a little bit. Can I turn you down? Oh yeah, I can turn you down. Look at there. Excellent. So that green line doesn't interfere with the terrain on ND. Check speed mode. Don't care. Let's see. Flight level 360, 390 is optimal, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and put Boise, runway 10 right, BOI 10R. There we go. Oh, look at there. There's V1 Simulations making his announcement again.
Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating to the front galley when flight deck doors located. Thank you.
Please do not congregate in the front galley near the flight deck. That may be seen as an act of terrorism, and I will abruptly land this airplane in the middle of nowhere and take you off. Thank you. Fun fact: I don't think we. I think the U.S. government has dropped the requirement for us to make an announcement when we're coming back to the U.S. about staying in your class of service for your lavatories. I don't know if that was ever a mandatory government announcement we had to make, but I noticed it has disappeared out of our manual. So, no longer a required thing. In fact, I asked the flight attendant about it, and they said, nope, don't have to do it. Yeah, this passenger chatter in the background got me thinking that I'm like, something else is playing on my computer. It's not. It is not. That is just me slowly losing my mind. Alright, so let's go back up to the business end of things. We got a decent amount of mileage between us and our top and drop. 240. So one captain told me a long time ago, best way to guesstimate how much time you got left. That top ring, when you got this all the way out, that top ring is about an hour. If you got a headwind, maybe a little bit more longer than an hour. If you get a tailwind, a little bit shorter than an hour. But that's kind of like an hour marker right there. So, kind of cool if you didn't know how much longer you got to go, and you didn't want to come down here and look at the time, and then compare that time to this time, because what, we got 1:55, so 55 minutes left to go, 54 minutes left to go. So yeah, that's kind of like your range, and you see Boise coming in 1 hour, just under an hour. So kind of a cool thing to go. And so like usually once I start seeing the airport come into my 1 hour ring there, I will go ahead and review our arrival. So let's go ahead and get our chart out. Yeah, I mean, I'm in 10 nautical miles, so do I really need to be able to see my EFIS? Nope, not really. Alrighty. So, can I do it like that? No. How about that? There we go. I like that. Do you guys like that? Alright, chat. So we're gonna go from Critter direct to Broof. From Broof, Orida? Is that like the potato company? Orida? Is that the name of the company? Now I'm gonna Google the name of that company. Oh, right. Potatoes. Nope. Okay, it's Orida. Okay. That's hybrid Oregon and Idaho. So Orida. Okay. Well, there we go. Orida. I assume that's how you would say that. Then we have Taut. That's going to be at or above 11,000. That checks. Then we're going to have MASH at or above 11,250 knots. Then Spud. So you got mashed potatoes, you got Spuds. At or above 10,000 feet, 250 knots. Then Faldy is at or above 8,000 feet. And then Akimi is going to be at 7,000 feet and 210 knots. So that's there. For the approach, let's plan on doing a visual. There's some smoke in the area. Is there a... Let me check the weather. VATSIM. 290 at 8. 10 and clear. Okay, so for some reason earlier... let me look at the METAR. Nope, not you. TAF. Clear skies. Oh, there you go. FU. So, is there a fire somewhere there? Like, it's odd that just this specific line has FU in there. So, I don't know. Or am I getting FU confused with something else? I'm pretty sure FU is smoke, but do not quote me on that. There's a whole manual on how to, what letters mean what, and then ATIS. Alright, so VATSIM ATIS, bring you back. Alright, so we have Elube is at 4,400, at or above 4,400. That looks good. We have Sitsi, I guess is how you would say that. And then from Sitsi, it's a 30-degree glide slope and 4 miles. Do the math there. And the Airbus rounds up, so 3.8 rounds up to 4. 4 miles to the runway. and on a what was the course? 102 course? Excellent. And then the missed approach is going to be a climb to 3300, climbing right turn 7300. We'll intercept the 113 radio off of Boise to Kinnick. So, all of that to go. I don't know how this is going to play that, but it's going to do something with that. Kinnick's at about 7300. Sweet deal. Alrighty. So, that is checked. RadNav. Should have the ILS in there already. We'll wait for it to get closer. I'll wait for it to get closer and see if it pops in. So we got Boise, runway 10 right. GPS primary, I mean, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, performance approach page. Let's go ahead and enter our data here. We're going to need a altimeter 3018, so I'll put in 3018. Excellent. Temperature is, and this is actually a really good rendition of how the perfect bridge page should be. Phoenix, if you're listening, take note. Because you shouldn't have like boxes here. It's just, or orange boxes. It should just be a blue box. And no matter what you put in there, so like if I did this, it's gonna automatically know the format. So that's why you don't have to worry about what format it is in. You just put it in, it's gonna do the thing. But 3018, go ahead and do that. Temperature is 33 degrees, a little warm there, and our wind is 290 at 8. 290 at 8. That sounds like a tailwind. I'm not so good at maths, but that sounds like a tailwind. Why are we using 10 left and right? Because reasons. Alright, because it's a tailwind, let's go ahead and do a landing assessment, shall we? Let's go over here. Nope, not that. Landing. Fill data from 4? Boise? That's not the right wind. What did I just say? I said it is 290 at 8. This is not imported. Where are you getting your weather from, sir? 290 at... Okay. Oh. When... Okay, so... Okay. Interesting. And let's just go ahead and we'll do a 10 knot tailwind back 10 knots just because reasons. 33 degrees. Thank you. 3018. Didn't have to hit that many times. Runway elevation. 2836. Is there a runway in here? Oh, okay. 2836. Runway heading is going to be 102. 2. Enter. Dry. This seems like it all could have been imported in. I don't know what the runway slope is. I'm not trying to find out what the runway slope is right now. We'll just leave it at 0. Landing distance available. Alright, you're going to make me go through all these charts. Okay, charts. Taxi. Available. What did I say? 10. What are we doing? Left? Right? Left? I already forgot what runway it is. 10 right. Yankee? Yeah. So 10 right has 8,785. Okay. So that's this number here. Go ahead and enter that. Approach speed. Oh, you want to know all the things. Alrighty, so 133. We'll go config full for now. So config full 133. Weight We will say it is whatever we are right now, 140. I need to lose 2,000 pounds. 140, maybe not. It is an NEO. Okay. We'll call it right now 144.1. That's close enough. Config full. Override procedure, no. Thrust reverse, full. Auto land, no. I did all the things. Why won't you calculate? Oh, do I gotta add you? Now calculate. Oh, max manual. So if we do auto brakes medium, we have the runway, and max manual, obviously, we will have the runway. Low, we're gonna be. We need a lot more runway. So let's go ahead and just do medium. Or actually, let's just do low. We'll do low, and we'll back it up with max manual for after when we land. There we go. All of that is done. So, max racing. Tell me, since it's been such a long time, does VNAV actually work in this airplane, or is that something they just don't do? Why is their cabin altitude so high? 8,050 feet? We're only on 36,000 feet. I'd expect that to be at like 37 to 38,000 feet, maybe even 39,000 feet, but I would expect it to be around 7,000 feet here. Now, I'm curious. I'm gonna have to look this up. FU ETAR meaning. Pretty sure smoke. Yep, it is smoke. Okay, cool. I was correct, which means somewhere up there in the Boise, Idaho area, there is a fire. Whilst where there be smoke. I have on my phones the two different Spirit, banana liveries. What do y'all think about like this livery? I personally like this livery over the solid black. I like this. This is more of a fun livery than like the solid black. It just seems like it's very. They tried to save money. That's exactly what it was. Oh, I just noticed here the painter didn't get that area there. That's all right. I mean, it is home of the Bear Fair, so can't expect to get quality paint work. Wait, can you see straight through the engines? Yes, you can. That's one of the other great things about the Neo. One, look at this wing flex. Absolutely insane. But also, you come over here, well, you can see through the engine, but it is absolutely a massive engine when you come up to it. So, and it has a lot of different features to it. Like you see this green band right here. That's an abradable material. Essentially, it allows the fans to be tight against the edge of the cowling, but it's also designed to let the fans expand ever so slightly, and it wears this material out. Actually, really cool technology that they have in this engine. And then all of this is carbon fiber. You do not want to touch this. Ask me how I know. It is unfinished carbon fiber. Let me put it like that. It is unfinished carbon fiber. You don't want to touch it. Ask me how I know. But absolutely massive. So big, in fact, that they had to do the 737 thing and make the bottoms flat. So you see how it has the flat bottoms, just like the 737's. The NGs, let alone the Max 8s or Max 9s. The NGs have the flat bottoms. This has the flat bottom as well, because it's just such a massive engine. So, and the painters actually got that pretty good. So you see the latches down here. They made the latches red, so easy for you to see if it's not stowed correctly, not latched correctly. Then you see a nice red strip hanging down, then you might want to have someone come and fix that. Sounds expensive, I like. Yes. I mean, it sounds fancy. I mean, the technology is absolutely insane. The fact that you can have your fan blades that are so tightly rung inside of this that they designed this to wear away over time so that it fits the fan exactly, precisely, nicely. I mean, dude, absolute insane engineering. Absolute insane engineering. Ooh, whoever did this livery looks like they kind of slapped it together and slapped it on. But you all can probably definitely tell the difference between a free airplane and the one that shipped. This is literally the model that shipped with Flight Simulator. This is the default, the developer Microsoft made this, or Asobo, whoever made this on their own. The fly-by-wire team just took it and started making systems on it. And you can definitely tell a difference between a default airplane, how the exterior look and how it's modeled, versus the Phoenix A320. I mean, Draco, I know you probably aren't too Airbus savvy. Motion Man, you probably are a little bit more savvy. Max Racing, I actually think you may be an Airbus pilot with the way you know all the things that go on an Airbus. What do you think? Look-wise, it's just not the same, right? Just not the same. It doesn't look bad, but it definitely looks way more cartoony than the Phoenix does. The Phoenix definitely has a much more realistic look to it. The reflective surfaces that are supposed to be reflective look good. The surfaces that aren't supposed to be reflective look good. I mean, each surface looks like the material it is actually made of. I do go back on call tomorrow morning. Right now the captain's group chat is going off for some reason. That means something happened at work. Let's go ahead and see. What's my likelihood of getting called out tomorrow? I don't want to get called out, but you can only control what you can't control. And I tell that to pretty much everyone, you know, especially in our industry where everything revolves around a timetable for the passengers. Everything revolves around a timetable. For us, for the passengers, for the gate agents, for the ground personnel, everything is about time. Time. And there's a lot of pressure to get everything done and out on time. And let me tell you, you know, when something happens, no reason to get mad about it. You can't control it, right? I can't control when a tire is going to be flat. I can't control, you know, if a passenger wants to yell and scream at a flight attendant. I can't control that stuff. And all of that stuff affects on-time performance, and, you know, you can control what you can control, and that's about it. Everything else is just... You're just along for the ride. Hey, man. Sometimes you're the driver, sometimes you're the passenger. Alright. Let's see what we got here. 0 trips in open time. That is what I'm talking about. Although I would really like there to be 0 trips in open time for Saturday. That'd be great. Got a T-ball game I need to get to.
Want an easy and affordable way to balance?
Let's see. Draco says, "Hello, Jesus, take the wheel." Yeah. Sometimes it'd be like that. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom you in so I can see what my fixes are. All right. You're not gonna show the fixes. Cool story, bro. When we get to about 40 miles out, I will consider going ahead and pressing that. 290 at, it did not take that last thing that I did. Okay, so 290 at, well, they have a new ATIS now. So it's 340 at 4. Still not the best winds, but okay. 340 at 4. There we go. I am entering destination data. What else do you want? It has cooled off now, 31 degrees. Obviously, the sun is beginning to set, and 3017 is the meter, 31.7. We'll go ahead and plop that in there. I forgot to put the minimums in there, too. What am I doing? 3036 is going to be our minimums. 30, 36, there we go. We'll still use flaps full, auto brakes low, backed up by max manual. And the altimeter is 3017, so we will go ahead and move you up to 17. Set once, stop it. There we go. And this is linked, so it should set both. There we go. Stop it. Alrighty. There we go. Cruising along. Is this burn updating? 13.3. Excellent on the burn there. Just under 1,000 pounds. Look, I mean, look at this. I mean, and we're not even at our optimal. If we had climbed all the way up to our optimal of flight level 3900, we'd be probably sucking 2,000 pounds aside. 4,000 pounds total. So, you know, on a flight like this where it's an hour, 4,500 pounds of gas to get all the way up there. This airplane is an absolute monster. Looks like we're going to be below our max landing weight, so that's good. Hey man, as a pilot, I always, I'm not gonna leave it up to Jesus, alright? I mean, I know we can all have our beliefs or whatever. I'm not gonna leave it up to Jesus. It's my job to make sure Jesus doesn't bring all of us home. But there's an old saying from an old B-52 pilot. Well, was it a pilot? No. It was a B-52 navigator. You know? Talking about airplane accidents and the such, and the navigator goes, and he's talking to the captain of the airplane, and he says, well, you know, when it's my time, it's my time. And when it's your time, it's also my time. Which is very much true. You don't want to be on the plane where it's the pilot's time, alright? You don't want to be on that airplane. But fortunately, we all strive to be the absolute best we can possibly be. And I mean everyone. The flight attendants, the pilots, the mechanics, the dispatchers, you know, I was gonna say, I don't know, the engineers that put the airplane together, but I mean, if you're on an Airbus, your chances are higher. Your chances are higher if you're on an Airbus than if you're on a Boeing. Your chances of are higher of living, that is. Alright, so we're within my 40-mile ring that I like to put up. There it is. We're 20 miles out. I'm going to slow her back down to point 78. There we go. We'll put that in there. Muy bien. Excellent. And let's go ahead and select the bottom side of our star, 7,000 feet. I guess right now will be the time if I find out that this has working VNAV. Let's do it. Full send, 7,000, managed, check speed mode. Nope. Yep, there we go. Speed mode is checked. This is another update to the software. Look at this. Okay, so this is, I mean, for us, pretty new within the last few years. Pretty new. Well, the last few years, I should say. It came with the NEOs. Their software has the auto brakes here. So you get that extra little verification. Why they chose this column and like not some other column here? That column's full. I don't know what else goes here. I can't really remember what else goes here. But you know, were the other columns full, so full that like that would make sense if you could have Barrow, what is your minimums, and then your auto brake. This all has to deal with landing right here, right? Oh, that's why you have your approach category here. That's why. So that's probably the only place where they actually had room, because there's really not much that goes on here. You got 3 lines. 3 lines, I think. Yep, 3 lines. And not much goes on over here. At max, you get 2 lines of stuff. Maximum. So that's probably why they had it like that. But yeah, your brake indication goes here. Next time I fly the Phoenix, I'll show you guys that you will not see your auto brake setting right here. The Phoenix will not show it to you. If you want to see your auto brakes, you gotta steer all the way over here in order to do it. So that's like an extra little barrier there. Amazing. Also something else that is new on the Phoenix software, or not the Phoenix software, the NEO software. Whenever you're the bubble, this little green dot is pegged either top or bottom, you see your altitude, how far off you are. No longer do you have to go to the progress page and bring this up to see your vertical deviation. You can look at it right here. Beautiful. It's descending at 1,000 foot per minute, just like it would do in real life if you had engaged your VNAV prior to the actual top of descent. And then here you got your heartbeat sensor. Boop 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 boop. So this little heartbeat is where you will intercept your VNAV path, and it will go flight idle and start descending on down the rest of the pipe there. So really cool to see all of this simulated, and it's on the NEOs, but Airbus said, let's put it on all the airplanes. So they actually have a revision to the software to put it on all the airplanes. So that's what's being uploaded onto the airplanes now. And it's really cool because it's an extra layer of information for the pilots, so that you don't, everything you need, boom, right here on this one screen. What's going on? We're descending in Mach. We're going to descend to 290 knots, which is right there. Auto brakes low. We're in descent mode. It's not the most magenta I've ever seen. Let's turn that down. Maybe it's more magenta. So it's not the most magenta I've ever seen, but we're going to descend and manage until we get to the bottom side of the altitude window there. Nav, there's the minimums. We'll have approach categories here. Autopilot 1, flight directors 1 and 2. Auto thrust is on and active. So now you see the bubble has come down. Excellent. You see the numbers have gone away. So we got, 500 somewhere right here. 1,000 is the bottom. So you got 1,000. Right in the middle is about 500. Excellent. Then you can see your speed, altitude, vertical speed, your heading, ILS information for when you're on approach, and then of course you got your attitude information. Let's see. Are you in here? Oh, KBOI. Yep, that is 111.1, 3-degree glide slope. Front course is 102. Excellent. So that automatically tuned in. I am loving it. Ooh, look at all of this green land out here. Is this where our potatoes are grown? Oh, guys, look at that. That seems like it's smoke out there. That definitely seems smoky. Look at that. You can't tell me that now. I gotta look and see if there's a fire out west. West Coast fire. Oh, there we go. Fire map. Hey. Oh, they get a helicopter flying over. I mean, it's just north of Ogden, Utah, and in Idaho. I wonder if that's a firefighting helicopter. Oh, that's so cool. However, let's see, where is Boise? There are a few fires in and around the mountains of Boise, just north. Just north of, when I say just north, I mean, it's pretty deep in the mountains there, but I think the blow off from it is heading down towards the city of Boise proper. So you got a few firefighting helicopters in and around the area, but yeah, that definitely, if you look here, so you got the mountains here, and the fires are pretty far up there. They're like here, another one here, but I think the fires are burning and the smoke is coming down the valley and settling right there. So wow, the fact that look at that. We will be doing a an ILS in there. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looks like right here. All right. So we got ILS, Yankee 10 right. ILS is armed. That is good. We are on profile. It says we got to do. There's a lot of at or aboves, so the only one we really need to be at hard is 7,000 feet, 210 knots at Ikimi. Or Ikimi, however you want to say that. Do we still have... Oh, Boise Approach is still online. Okay, cool deal. We should be entering his airspace relatively soon. And then... I gotta find what gate they parked at. I think it was 18. They said 18, something like that. I don't know. We'll just park at a gate when we get there. How about that? Let's just take a look at this fire. Absolutely beautiful. Not even a fire, it's just the smoke. Smoke from the fire just blowing off. If you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you like this type of content. It really, really, really helps me out, figure out what you guys like and what I can bring more of to you. Really do appreciate it. Grateful for each and every one of you. Should I roll the time back a little bit? The sun is still pretty high, but should I roll the time back a little bit? Let me know, chat. Yay, nay. Let's see. Alrighty, there we go. Should I roll the time back a bit? Starting the poll now. 5 of you in chat. We get those votes in now. Before we get below our 10,000 feet, go back into our sterile cockpit. Let me know what you would like. Alrighty, we're about to cross our transition level here. We can go ahead and turn you on. Go ahead and turn you on. We can go transition 3017. Set once, set twice, set thrice. We can go ahead and recall any statuses. We don't have any. Perfect bridge page is up. Let's go ahead and do a descent checklist. Altimeters we got 3017. Auto brake is low. Perfect bridge page is. Move you over one. There we go. That is set. An arrival briefing. It is reviewed. What are we? Sped 4 visual approach. We'll back it up with the ILS to runway 10 right, and status is checked. The descent checklist is complete. Alright, guys. We have a 50-50 split right now. Don't let me be the tiebreaker. Let me zoom that in just a little bit there. So meshes that are above 11, we get spud that are above 10. ATC is calling me up right now saying, get on my frequency, 19.6, here we go. Ooh, that's him. Yep, Papa, there we go. Hello, approach. Spirit Wings 3318 is 16,000. We're descending on the Spud 4. Information, Papa.
Spirit Wings 3318, Big Sky approach. Good evening. Descend via the Spud 4. Blaze altimeter 3017. Do you have an approach request?
We currently have the ILS to runway 10 right programmed, and if we could get that, please, for Spirit Wings 3318.
Spirit Wings 3318, roger. You can expect vectors ILS, Yankee 10 right approach.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Alrighty then, everyone. We can expect the ILS to runway 10 right, since I have that programmed in there. Excellent. It's a shorter runway, but it has the ILS there, so that's what we'll do. I'm not too sure of the capabilities of the fly-by-wire when it comes to GPS and RNAV, RNP approaches. The last time I flew an RNAV approach in this, which is well over a year ago, there was no VNAV, so there was no VNAV descent profile in this. So it was all, you had to like select vertical speed and like fly that all the way down. It was a mess. So we just won't do that. You're gonna let me be the, deciding vote. Tell you what, we got until 10,000 feet. 10,000 feet, peeps. Let me know. Roll back or no? There's enough people in here to make a tie-breaking, to make a vote one way or the other, so. Got 3 votes, 5 viewers. 3 votes, 5 viewers. Right now, we are in favor of rolling the time back. Alright, so Baldy at or above 8,000 feet, that tracks. I just need to be at Ikemi 7,000 feet. So we will do that. I mean, don't she look beautiful? I see the airport right there. There's the airport right in front of my nose. We at 12,000 feet? Yes, we are. Go ahead and ding the flight tunnels. Let them know we are now entering sterile. Let's go ahead and turn you up because we are letting it get dark in here, apparently. There we go. Turn you up, turn you up. Everybody get turned up. Integral lighting. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. To all the integral lighting. And maybe I'll crack you a little bit. Boop. There we go. Don't really need you, but let's just do it. Why not? Alrighty. So, approaching 10,000 feet. If you haven't voted, go ahead and vote. I will be locking the votes here in just a minute. Alrighty, we're approaching 10,000 feet. MSL, the pole is coming off. We'll go ahead and lock that in. Excellent. With 67% of the vote saying we should roll back the time. Here we go. Time is rolling back. There we go. Plenty of daylight left. There we go.
Spirit Wings 3318, descend and maintain 5,000.
Then I maintain 5,000 for Spirit Wings 3318. How did that do that in literally one click? You had 2 digits to go, and yet you did it like that. Alright, I'm going to pump a little bit of the speed brakes there. Let's go ahead and get rid of our in-flight entertainment. Thank you very much for your service. I really do appreciate it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and also get our flight replay going. Where are you going to be? Flight replay. There you are. Hello. Let's start the recording. We'll save you with that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Excellent. The replay is going at this time. I'm going to go ahead and bring you back up since we had to. There we go. I'll bring you back up as well. Bring the range in. As you can see, we are now below profile. I am going to select our speed. That way Big D doesn't take over. We'll go performance perf page. We'll go ahead and activate. We'll confirm that 5,000 is the bottom, so we don't have to worry about the crossing at 7,210 knots. We'll go ahead and go straight down to 5,000 feet, and I'll slow her down right there. Let's see. Am I going to be able to see the airport? It's also misleading because 5,000 feet is like 2,000 feet above the field, something like that. So, you gotta be careful. I'll bring the speed brakes back in. I wonder if they simulated this. Hold on. I'm going to bring the speed brakes up, but I'm going to only do half. Alright, there's half right there. Alright, now full. They did simulate it. Excellent. So in a 320, you don't get full speed brakes. We're 6,000 for 5,000. Yep, in a 320, you do not get full speed brakes. The only time you get full speed brakes is if you turn the autopilot off. Alrighty, there is the airport off to our right there. Exactly. Okay, that's what I thought. Yep. So 5,000 feet is about 2,000 feet above the airport. That tracks. I'm gonna do elube, whatever it's called. Direct to elube, and it's going to be 282 is the radio to intercept in. What? You're not yet implemented? Get out of here. Okay.
Spirit Wings 3318, speed 210 knots or less.
210 or less for Spirit Wings 3318. That is highly realistic. Because if you're just speeding along, they'll try to get you down to a speed that they can manage. Sometimes they won't. Look how smoky it is out here, chat. Look how smoky that is. Absolutely insane. This looks absolutely realistic. If you were to fly in right now, this is what you would see. This is why I love Microsoft Flight Simulator so much. Alright, let's go back up. Okay, we got a speed. Flaps 1. Let's watch it from here. You don't get the flaps, you just get slats. Here we go. Flaps 1. Speed verified. Oh, that's about the right volume. That is the right volume for the slats that come out. To hear the motor going, that's the right volume. I think Phoenix has it a little bit too loud, but that sounded good. Okay, let's go back up front. So, Elube. Elube is going to be at about 4,400, so we're already good there. Motion Man, yo, let's go. Welcome back, Motion Man. How are you doing? Hey,
right heading 010.
Zero. Okay, nope, I gotta say that to him. 010 for Spirit Wings 3318. Alrighty, we'll do a left turn to 010. This moves a lot faster than the Phoenix does. There we go. Excellent. So, what I'll do is, instead, I'll just clean up everything. Boop. 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 Okay. Okay, flight plan. There we go. E-lube. So we get E-loop to Sitsi. There we go. Excellent. That looks good. That looks real good. We can go ahead and slow her down to 190 knots.
Spirit Wings 3318, 7 miles from Sitsi, turn right heading 070, maintain 4,500 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS Yankee 10 right approach.
Already 070 and 4,500 until established, cleared for the ILS runway 10 right approach for Spirit Wings 3318. Alrighty, so 4,500, let's go ahead and move you over 500. Excellent, we can go ahead and do that, and I'll bring the speed down to 180 knots. You know what? 170 is a beautiful, beautiful way to do that. We go ahead and arm the approach, arm the other autopilot. I got Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. We be in. So let's go ahead back here for Flaps 2 extension. Let's go. Flaps 2 speed verified. Beautiful turn from base to final. We got a low capture. Beautiful. Let's see what it looks like out the other side. Ugh. The mountains in the background. Looks like a mall we just flew over right there, just underneath our left wing. Mall or something.
Winds 3404, runway 10 right, clear to land.
10 right, cleared to land for Spirit Wings 3318. We are cleared to land. Glide slope capture. Set the missed approach altitude. That's going to be 7,300 feet. Let's go ahead and do that. 7,300. Excellent. Go ahead and do this. I forget that you got to do that to let the flight attendants know. Go ahead and go gear down. We'll manage our speed. Flaps 3, speed verified. We can do that. And we can arm the spoilers. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alrighty, let's see. Got that. That last thing to do is flaps full, speed verified. Before landing checklist altimeters is 3017 and 3800. Engine mode norm. Landing gear is down and 3 green. ECAM memo. Landing signs blue. Before landing checklist is complete. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'll turn the sim volumes up. I will see you on the ground. We're 1,000 feet stable. Autopilot's coming off.
$500.
Stable targets in Kate.
$100 above. Minimum 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Well, the spoiler should have came up. Deployed. The wheel page should have come up. 80. 60. Coming out of reverse. Manual braking. The auto brakes are off, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Boise, Idaho.
3318, welcome to Boise. Left when able. Cross runway 10 left. Taxi parking B Alpha.
Alright, we'll turn left when able. I still got Delta. You guys showing Delta open, or should I go down to Charlie?
You know, there's construction going on. I don't know what you want to do there. It's up to you.
Okay, we'll turn left here. We'll cross runway 10 left and taxi to parking for Spirit Wings 3318. Thank you very much for the ATC tonight. Really do appreciate it. You have a great night.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
Alrighty, so we will cross runway 10. This doesn't even have 10 left on there. It just says 1028 left. Now that is a completely inaccurate sign. Alrighty, we're clear to cross, so we'll go ahead and taxi on in. Right. Excellent. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the APU going. 1, 2, 3, and we can go flaps up. Let's see. There we go. We be in. That can come off. This can come off. Sweet deal. Alright, let's go outside. Did I not stow those? Alright, excellent. Oh boy. Yeah, let's go down this way. I think there's a gate somewhere that's open down here. I think the gate I remember seeing them parking at was 19 in real life, so we'll get close to that. Motion Man, nice. Thank you, Motion Man. Not the best, not the best. It's been a while since I've flown this. You saw, like, I was kind of doing, if you look at my elevator here, I was kind of doing this. So, I don't know, I was kind of doing that motion, because it felt like every time I, wanted to hold it right there, the nose, so I would bring it back, thinking that the nose was just going to settle right there, and then it would start, the nose will start dropping. So, and I'm pretty sure in the Neos it doesn't start auto trimming down. So, don't know what that was all about, but you know, not a bad landing. We'll park at 17. That's right. That's right near the gate they parked at in real life. So. Now that I know that Sprisk is an air traffic controller, I'm like super curious to know, like, was that Sprisk? Was it not Sprisk? I don't know. Because he definitely does Salt Lake Center, and he did say that he can control anything below center, which is literally everything. But it is what it is. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's why I always get to the other side for it to park. We'll park it right just about... there. Excellent. We'll set the parking brake. Parking brake is set in my grand usual fashion so that I don't have to initialize the airplane because I don't actually know how to start it up to a ready state. I don't know how to do that, especially on this airplane. So we just won't even bother shutting anything down. Oh, I have the presets here. Day, dust, unknowns, whatever. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and we shall end the replay there. Stop. Excellent. And we will turn off VATSIM. Thank you very much for your service. Really, really do appreciate it. Now that that's all said and done, let's go ahead and take a look at our replay, shall we? Alright. Go ahead and load you up. Thank you. One more time. Excellent. Let's go.
1,000.
Boop. Okay. Wow, there's the runway. Hello, runway. Alrighty, let's see. Where's the view gonna be, chat? The view's out the left wing, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Absolutely beautiful with the light, the mountains in the background. Good job, chat, with rolling back the time just a little bit there, so we can get a good view of the mountains in the distance. The views are insane here. Yeah, Motion Man, the view is insane. Absolutely insane. Alright. Firm touchdown, but I will take it. I will take it any day of the week. I'd much rather take a nice firm touchdown that wasn't too floaty. I was expecting to float it out just a little bit, but, you know, that's okay. We don't always win. We don't always win them. Oh, not bad at all, chat. I will take that. 7 days a week. I'm so used to flying the Phoenix that it's sometimes it's nice to fly something a little bit different. The flaps almost look like they're at flaps 3 to me. Like, not as far down as they would normally be, but that's alright. Little float there, but got her down just in time. Go ahead and rewind that back. We'll take it to the numbers. Oh, chat. Alright, let's see. Let's get a good outside view right here. Yeah, let's call it that. Alright. Oh, there's downtown Boise just there in the distance with the mountains. If you lived in downtown Boise, don't tell me it's not awesome waking up every morning to look at the mountains as your backdrop. You can't tell me. You see how I kind of got into like an oscillation there, trying to find where the ground is? Yeah, I wasn't trying to hold it off. I was trying to just kind of keep the pitch attitude where it was. The nose kept coming down. Like if you look here, alright, let me go back to just where okay, right there. So if you look here, right there, I was trying to hold the nose exactly where it was. It started falling, so I bring it back up. Yeah. Kind of got myself into a little pilot-induced oscillation there, which is okay. It is what it is. All right, so let us go outside. Let's check this outside view real quick. Which one? Let's call it this one, shall we? Yeah. All right, sweeto. Oh, I don't want you to be locked. I want you to not be locked. How about that? Excellent, Smithers. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful approach into Boise, Idaho. We'll run this track back just one more time. I'll try to get a good, I don't have a really good view for the nose cam here, but I'll try to get it going here. Let's see, let's run it back. There we go. That should be good there. Oops. No question marks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for showing up for another evening stream. Pitchy a roll. He says, yo, welcome. Even though you're catching the last replay, thank you very much for joining the stream. Pitchy a roll. Really appreciate it. Motion Man, thanks for showing up. First time I've seen you here. Really do appreciate you showing up tonight. Max Racing, again, love that you're here tonight. And Canadian App Geek as well as John Matrix and Draco. And of course, who can forget Captain Jack Flight Sim. Thank you very much for showing up and joining the stream, joining the chat, and watching a little bit of me fly around in an airplane I literally haven't flown in what has to have been over a year. So, not bad. A lot of good things about the fly-by-wire. There's nothing bad here. I highly recommend it. It is a free airplane. So go ahead, download it, give it a try out for yourself. Everyone, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate the likes, the subscribes. And until I see you the next time, remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Until then, I'm Greg, Pilot. Peace.